We are surrounded by lies every day. That is why it's common for us to doubt each statement that we encounter. But as society evolves, we might be tricked into believing something that turned out not to be true. This is dangerous, especially if it involves the wealthy.
Welcome to The Smart Investor, where we help teach people about finance and how to become financially independent. Make sure to subscribe and like the video if it helps you in your financial journey.
So, in today's video, we will be uncovering the top 3 lies about wealth that might cause us to be broke in the future. Top 3. Money can't make us happy. The adage, money doesn't buy happiness and the finest things in life are free, are common sayings, but frankly, they're both completely and utterly false. In my life, I've experienced both periods of financial hardship and wealth, and let me tell you that the latter well outweighs the former. See, there are 2 main reasons why the idea that having money won't make you happy is spread if you ask me. First, don't worry if you're currently not keeping up with Warren Buffett. No one should feel terrible about it. Now, obviously, I wouldn't want anyone to feel terrible about themselves, but still, we need all a wake-up call to get us up and moving. And I think this is acceptable as long as the corrective feedback you get is relayed politely. In fact, whenever I tell my friends and relatives how important it is to take responsibility for financial conditions, it's only because I want them to reap the rewards that I have achieved by expanding my personal wealth. People spread the idea that you shouldn't need money to be happy because they don't want to compete with you. As you seem to be aware, whether you see it or not, one of the critical markers of your position and total prosperity in today's society is how much money you have. Because wealth is such a readily defined yardstick for success, the first question people ask you at any date or networking event is, what do you do for a living? This inquiry is actually asking you how much money you make. Knowing your position among your peers is simple. While you may believe that the wealth of all individuals around you has no bearing on your own pleasure, research shows that Dave down the street's income does have an effect. According to a 2010 study from the universities of Warwick and Cardiff, people must believe they are better off financially than their friends and coworkers to be happy, regardless of how much money they're actually earning. Now, even though I can't speak for everyone on this subject, I can share my personal perspective on how earning more money and having more money has affected my happiness levels. First, by boosting my financial confidence, earning more money has made me happy. Now that I've established numerous web enterprises, I'm progressing in my job, I believe I have more to give and am more confident in my abilities to make money in unconventional ways. In other words, thanks to the capabilities I've developed over time, I can dig myself out of a financial bind. The next advantage of having more money than I have experienced is not worrying as much. Being naturally anxious has made a big difference in my mental health. Therefore, leveling up my financial condition has been worth the time and effort definitely. I am naturally anxious, and it doesn't take much to send my head into a nervous down spiral. Finally, let's discuss the activities people enjoy most when they have money. But first, spend money carefully. I'll be the first to tell you that if you want to advance financially, you must do so. The truth is that spending money makes you feel good, and spending it on yourself and others makes you feel even better. Most of us will continue to work for the years ahead whether we like it or not. But what sets some of us apart from the rest is whether or not all that time will result in enough money. Whether you generate more money and subsequently have more money, some of which can be enjoyed, or if those earnings will just be enough to get by, or at least you can enjoy the benefits of your effort. In contrast, there's a little time for leisure activities when you have a poor salary. It relies on your life goals and how materialistic you are to define whether having more money will mean less to you than it will to others. However, the rewards of earning more money are worth the time and effort. And sure, when appropriately utilized, money can make you happy. Top 2. Passive income is not true. The fact that some people will accept passive income and the tooth fairy as actual concepts still irritates me. Thank you for the $5, Mom. I'll tell you right now that yes, both of these exist and that you can use them to earn money while you sleep. I've been attempting to understand why so many people are skeptical of the idea of passive income generation, and I believe there are 2 fundamental causes. The first is that most people have never received passive income, and since they haven't, they cannot attest to its reality. Most people follow the life route of going to school, doing well in school, finding a job, and clocking in and out to get paid. However, there is nothing uplifting about this routine. Therefore, most individuals have never experienced the benefits of passive income. The definition of passive income is another problem that people frequently deal with. Most people believe that earning passive income is generating income without having to put in any effort. This is untrue because all forms of passive income require an input of resources, whether time, money, or both. For example, if you build a website and publish 100 articles, you've invested many hours into your site. As a result, making money from your blog will be passive income since you've already put in the effort to earn it. Through financial assets, you could benefit from passive income. One well-known example is receiving dividend checks from your profit portfolio. You must invest money in the dividend-paying stocks, and you get paid monthly, quarterly, or annually. You might be wondering how I know passive income is real. I know for a fact it is genuine since I make it through my 2 YouTube channels and my drop servicing company daily. Once you have a system in place, you can regulate the effort and investment that goes into your passive income model. I can make money while I eat, sleep, and even walk for an hour in the morning. Depending on how much time and money you want to commit, you can manage every aspect of running a YouTube channel, or you can outsource some of all the work. I want you to open your banking app and check the balance of your checking or savings account if you still don't trust me that passive income exists. When you look at the interest accumulated on your money over the past year, which, my friends, is passive income, I hope you see a lot of zeros. Don't believe the myth that passive income just doesn't exist, since we just demonstrated that it does, and you're likely getting it as we speak. You didn't work to earn that interest income, but you did have to deposit money to earn that interest. Top 1. Long-term investments can make you wealthy. You always hear that saving money and making long-term investments are necessary to become rich. I'll be the first to tell you that this is a falsehood. Now, just to be clear, just because I'm here to share a hot take on investing doesn't mean you should avoid it like the plague. You should definitely be investing your money for the long term. Long-term investing is not the best course of action to adopt as a primary method of wealth generation, and I'll explain why immediately. Let's imagine your objective is to become a millionaire. After entering some numbers into your compound interest calculator, you learn that you must make investments of $900 each month for the next 30 years at the rate of return of 7% to achieve your goal. Great, isn't that right? But before we add future millionaire to your business card, there are a few challenges that need to be addressed. The first of these concern the human behavior. When was the last time you did something continuously for 30 years? The point that I'm making here is that life occurs, and there will be times when it's challenging to make financial contributions. I mean, you couldn't even be 30 yet, making this question meaningless, to say the least. When you purchase your first home, for instance, will you still be able to invest $900 per month if you lose your job or your car breaks down on the side of the road? Although I sincerely hope none of these things ever happen to you, let's face it, life is full of surprises. The time worth of money is the second problem, and is perhaps the most concerning. If you make consistent investments for the next 30 years, you should be flush with cash, right? Not exceptionally, since $1 million in 30 years will only be worth $476,000 when inflation of 2.5% is considered. In other words, if you put all your eggs in a long-term investing basket, you'll be a $500,000 now. Fortunately, you understand this hard truth now rather than in 30 years. So consider yourself fortunate, but this unpleasant reality raises another issue. What is the answer? As seen by the example, long-term investing has the potential to increase your wealth, but it shouldn't be your primary source of wealth creation. You might want to focus on growing your income in addition to investing, because as you imagine, when you invest $5,000 per month instead of $900, your chances of becoming a millionaire increase significantly. So, how do you make more money? It's simple. You add value. In today's society, adding value can be done by educating or entertaining a large number of people or providing a unique and valuable skill set. Due to their ability to reach a large audience and provide something of worth, many YouTubers earn ridiculous sums of money. Even though I'm not a large channel, I teach others how to make 6 figures on YouTube. And even though I'm not one of them, they make $100,000 annually. The medical and healthcare industry is another illustration of why specialized doctors are so highly paid. They provide a necessary service to the public. And given how in demand their skill set is, they can demand very lucrative rates for the time worked on. As a result, when you have value to offer, the sky is truly the limit outside online businesses. By investing, you can make your money work for you. But that doesn't mean you should only use it to build wealth over the long term. Instead, mix it with ongoing income growth so that when the two are combined, you may achieve all of your most ambitious financial goals. And that's it for today's video. I hope that you were able to learn a lot, mainly because today's video might help you manage your wealth better to become more successful in the future. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, and share. See you in the following video.